Large target area.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jared Cannon is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Yomer Sanchez is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Sanchez.
Out in front of it, strike one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
This one's down to third. Machado is there. Throw gets him. 2 down. Here's Addison Russell, and he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. fouled off. 3 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error in the ball game for San Francisco. Russell behind 0-2.
Come on, guy.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So the 2-out hit here brings in Brandon Belt to bat next.
Great job, right
Boy,
there.
talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Swing and a liner. And Belt is aboard. It's a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, Debro, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch.
That's ball 4.
It's always nice to take the opener of a 4-game set when you're at home. That sets the stage for the rest of the series, and it gives you a good springboard the rest of the way.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair.
6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base.
Jared Cannon comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here's Addison Russell. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Addison.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And no, strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away. So up steps Joey Bart now. In there, and it's 0-1.
Joey Bart.
Hits this one hard the other way. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Center fielder, number 13. Lazaro.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. First delivery to him on the way.
Left fielder.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Last strike here for the Giants. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to first here will be in time to record the final out, and the Padres have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over. A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The San Diego Padres led this game from the 3rd.
Your attention,
Jared
please.
Cannon enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 24, Jared Cannon.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Christian Walker. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. What a way to get it out. 2 gone now. That was exceptional. Now at the plate, Ryan Burke. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. The pitch. High fly ball out to deep right field. Myers going back to the track. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double. First pitch coming. Here it is. Nick Ahmed is in for a 3rd plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0.
Hey, drive back there, Tom. There you go.
That evens it up 1-1.
Hey, fellas, hold him right here.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Fouled away. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 2 out here and a runner at second.
All right, one time, right here. Big hit right here. Here we go.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike.
Play ball. 3. Here we go now. Let's go.
Digging in, Carson Kelly. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Cole Calhoun will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Out in front of it, strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Nice and patient.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
One time. Here we go.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Starting to run out. Ronald Torreyes is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
74.
Let's play ball. You're out. Out. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. Out.
And tonight's final, 7-3. San Diego posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Zach Davies pitches his way to a team-leading 12th win of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
For the Diamondbacks, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Your attention,
Jared
please.
Cannon is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. David Peralta will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Peralta.
Go out there, huh?
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Swung on and missed. That strike two.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 5-4 game.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, D-Row. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
All right, here we go now.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another 1-2 delivery. Schufo on second. Peralta at first with no outs. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. And he'll take strike 3 called, and he needed that one badly on the mound. 1 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Nick Ahmed comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Torreyes ranging into the outfield, and that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Big spot here. Runners at the corners. 2 gone. And that'll bring up the infielder Ketel Marte. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And now the runner from third scores to give them a very important insurance run.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
And he'll go the short way to retire the side. 9 men. 7-5 tonight's final. The Arizona Diamondbacks put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. Corbin Martin earns the victory in relief in this one, his 7th of the year. Keone Kela earns the save out of the bullpen, his 27th of the campaign. Jared Cannon is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Nick Ahmed earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. And he jumps all over the breaking ball that time and drives it deep to left center field. It is away back there, and this one is out of here. Kevin Crone will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Cannon, a former Detroit Tiger, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossom.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Grisham is there, 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Starting with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jared Cannon is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
number 24, Jared Cannon.
New inning set to get underway. In now for Cleveland, Oscar Mercado. It was a walk in his last trip.
The center fielder, number 35, Oscar Mercado.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center.
Go hard, go hard, go hard.
He's through first and hustling for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Hey, way to drive that one.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. From the stretch. And it's fouled away.
Second baseman, Jose Peraza.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that is just past his outstretched glove, and that ought to be a base hit. And now the runner from third scores to give them a very important insurance run.
Boy, I tell you what, that's a big RBI late in the game here. They take a 2-0 lead, D-Row. The way the pitching's been for them tonight, they're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, Dan, they've gotten great pitching all game long, and all that extra run can do is give you a little bit more confidence. You don't have to pitch with such tension out there, fearful of making one mistake.
One down.
High and deep to right center. Myers on the move.
Yeah, here we go.
He
Relay,
makes the
relay,
running
hit me.
play.
And
2
no runner,
down.
Eat it.
Striding into the box, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way. Popped him up. France over to his left.
I got it.
He makes the play, and that'll end the inning.
Let's play ball.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far.
Hammered the other way to deep right field. Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with the good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into second with a good piece of hitting.
Stepping up to the plate, Josh Fegley. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. And that misses 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. They count.
On a rope to the second baseman. And the runner gets back. No double play. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Teoscar Hernandez.
0-1. Here's the pitch.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he fouls this one off. Reyes on third with 2 out. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Indians leave 1, but they're on top 2.
Play ball. Out. That's ball 4.
5-2 the final today. The Tribe host road win number 40 on the year. Nick Wick.
Your attention,
Jared
please.
Cannon will get the
Now
ball here as he
for the
looks to get the
Padres.
final out in the top
Number
of the 7th.
24, Jared Cannon.
So a big moment here and standing in, Robbie Grossman. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Popped up. And no one will get this one. Ready on 0-2. To third. Taken in by Machado.
Come on, get here.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Next up for Los Angeles, Mookie Betts. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. 0-1, here it comes. Knocks down into left center for a base hit.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
First pitch on its way. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Nobody out. Runner on first. That evens it up 1-1.
Hey, keep it going. Clutch up for us right here.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Hit sharply but foul down the right side.
Hold up.
The next 1-2 pitch.
Ball, that pitch is out.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And another foul ball.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
3-2 now. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. San Diego jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Zach Davies picks up his team-leading 13th win.
3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. Now
Jared Cannon enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Cannon.
Next for the Dodgers, JT Realmuto. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
One away.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Drew Jackson is up off the bench as he is in as a defensive replacement. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single. Stepping in now, Gavin Lux, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. 1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Back goes Grisham. He gets there, and that's the second out. Here's Robbie Grossman. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he falls behind 0-2. Popped him up. Machado shading to his right. And that ends the inning. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. Already a pair of long balls on his line in this one. So we'll see what else he has in store here. 0-1 the count. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Behind 0-2 now. The pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And another foul ball.
Hey, have a rip. Like you can't.
Here's the 0-2. Oh, and he struck him out as well. So he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Cody Bellinger will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Grounded softly down the line toward first. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold.
Struck him out looking. They were down by a lot, so. Yeah.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. The Los Angeles Dodgers host road win number